When one harkens back on what can be classified as failed presidencies, they all have one thing in common. Be it Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, LBJ, or any of the others for whom sterling posterity was to elude them. Once viewed through a historical perspective, one could at the very least feel pity for them as individuals. This is so because, even though their administrations may have ended in failure, there was never any doubt as to the inner convictions that each man held. You could be certain, even though one may have disagreed with them on a variety of levels, that they each held a genuine love for the United States and the American people. All of them in their own right were proud to be American. Today, a new chapter in the Obama presidency is opening, one which may finally bring about a day of reckoning for President Obama and usher his administration onto the heap of aforementioned failed presidencies. The dynamic necessary for that to happen will, as it did with those that failed before him, leave an immediate and lingering bitter aftertaste on the public psyche. What will be different, however, is that time will not make that bitterness abate. Quite to the contrary. The scope of history will only reinforce the negative perception of the fallacies of Obama and his administration. This will be so because his downfall would have been predicated not on his inner fears and demons, much like what brought about Nixon's demise. Neither will it be based on a lack of inherent leadership, as it was with Carter. No, for Obama, history will only clarify and solidify what many of us on the right have known since Obama was campaigning against McCain in 2008. Namely, that Obama holds no pride, no affection, no passion for that which every other president that preceded him did so with such abundance. Obama genuinely possesses an absolute disdain for the United States. In his mind, he is what could be right with America. As such, he believes that he can do no wrong. Thus, it was easy for him to enter into that which will ultimately doom his presidency, the Benghazi debacle. The safety and integrity of America's overseas missions and the lives of those brave people that man them are insignificant to the Obama mindset. All that is important is that which is best for advancing his narrative and adding to his hollow prestige. Other failed presidents, when they entered their own time of turmoil, clearly demonstrated their personal inner struggles. They displayed some form of genuine active or passive contrition. There was an effort to rectify the wrong. Of course, they were not always successful, but the fact that the attempt was made displayed a genuine acceptance of their flaws. They were able to look at themselves in the mirror after they left the White House, and, even though they knew they failed, they could always hold on to the knowledge that history would one day be kinder to them. As tenacious as Nixon was, in the end he knew that he had to go, and so he did. He did so partly for himself, yes, but more importantly, he did it for the good of the country. In so doing, his departure, as painful and embarrassing as it was, also allowed him to retain dignity. If the future construct of what results from today's Benghazi hearings brings about a similar moment for Obama, you can rest assured that he would resign only if he were convinced that it was in his own best interest. If he so much as feels that he holds a minute chance of holding on until January of 2017, he will linger on regardless of the consequences that such a decision could have on the nation. His departure will be neither dignified nor graceful. Once rejected, his scorn for America will simply be given a larger route to be channeled through. He will forever hold on to the belief that the country did him wrong, that America's betrayal of him earns them whatever punishment he perceives to be inevitable without his leadership. Regardless of how shameful and bitter he makes his exit, the country will be for the better if a time for resignation or impeachment does arrive. So let him cement his posterity as that of the most un-American president in the nation's history. He would have earned it.